Alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastahdi. All praises and adorations be unto Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the second part of Ramadan, which is the first 10 days at gone, and the second 10 days is here. And this, we want to seek the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is one of those things that is very, very beneficial to mankind if we really want to attain mercy of Allah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us His forgiveness and His mercy. This Asma'ul Husna, have you ever wondered how relationships are being destroyed? Or let me say the destroyer of relationships. The destroyer of relationship is nothing else than hunger. When it comes to hunger, we observe that it tends to arise much of how we don't understand ourselves, how we don't understand each other. And that is why it is very, very easy and it is very much applicable to us to seek supplication from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should ask Allah, who is the Al-Halim. Allah, which is Al-Halim, is the forbearing. He forbears, He endows, He understands, He has the patience over things. And if we want to seek the patience of Allah, we should also seek that patience through Him, because He has the over control of Himself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spared the lives of those who commit great sins with the hope that they can still come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is how we can also seek from Allah the mind of the patient, how we should be able to control ourselves during hunger. How should we help ourselves when we are hungry? This is what we need to do. We should keep asking Allah, who is the Al-Halim. Oh Allah, grant me the forbearance to endure. Grant me the forbearance to be able to persevere during the time of hardship, during the time of anger. Let me be able to control those things. Oh Allah, assist me. And that is one thing. And next one is Al-Khabir. Allah is the all-awareing. He has the awareness of things. He knows things you don't know. He knows what is applicable. He knows what is necessary, what is beneficial to you, what is going to be disadvantage to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all aware of those things. So sometimes things are not clear to us, but Allah is all knowing. Rely on Him. Have this tawakkul on Him, and He's going to guide you through those things. And next one is Al-Azim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the mightiest of all mighty people. Allah is the mightiest of all people who tends to call themselves the mighty. Allah has the guide of all those things. He has the control over those things. So sometimes we feel we need to meet some people, we need to seek things from them, we need to ask things from them, and we feel so much shy, we feel so much shaky, we feel so much fear in ourselves to do those things. Don't worry, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks you, come to me, invoke in me with my name, which is Al-Azim, and I will answer you. You just ask Allah, oh Allah, Ya Azim, oh Allah the mightiest, give me the brevity, grant me the courage to face these people. The Prophet ﷺ says in his famous hadith that if you want to supplicate, you can say Bismillahi alladhi la yadurru ma'ismi shay'un fil ard wala fis sama wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. When you ask Allah, when you start off by asking Allah something, Allah is going to guide you. Allah is going to grant you the courage of whatever is in heaven and is in the earth and whatever revolves it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant you your heart desire. So when we want something from Allah, we should keep asking Allah. When things are not clear to us, when we are doubt, we should ask Allah about those things. And when we need to have this patience over some affairs and ask Allah for forbearance, we pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر لي ولكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Wasila Oladuni Ajawu. I'm a fashion designer and a student from the University of Lagos.
My name is Shukra Bankole. I'm a core member, a news editor, and a news anchor.
We are on the Big IQ show on Our TV Africa. Prophet Yunus.
Prophet Yunus.
Yes. Go.
Call me phone.
Can we call the friends?
Okay.
I go with Kobe.
Let me go with that as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Not sure, but yeah, I go with Kobe. Four years and 9 months.
4 years and 9 months. Oh, Subhanallah.
It's just 30 now.
It's 30 now. Alhamdulillah. I never heard of this before.
Let's go with Abu Talib. No.
No idea about Abu Talib. We are not sure about Abu Talib.
No idea about Abu Talib.
Alhamdulillah.
I'm so happy. Mountain Everest. Africa. Is it best?
Maybe Kilimanjaro. Yes. No option. Wow.
I don't know.
He's not famous anymore.
Colonial.
I give it to you.
I don't give it to you. Don't give it to me. Colonial. That was when we were colonized.
Yes, yes.
That's in Namdazikwe.
Government general.
Yeah. So it's Namdazikwe.
Yeah.
In Namdazikwe.
Eh? Nigeria, okay, not Lagos.
Somebody loves something.
This is
I didn't know options. I think 774. Is it half mark? Okay, let's
Can
see.
we try twice? Okay.
Okay, 774. 774 final answer.
Now, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We just got,
Another 7.
I don't know. No, we are the winner now.
Yeah, we won.
Yeah, we won the Big IQ show on How TV Africa, and I'm excited to be here today.
I'm also excited to be here. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum.
Hi,
How are you?
good, good.
It's good to see you.
Same here. You look very good.
Thank you. You look good too.
Thank you. Okay, so my name is Rafayat Atola.
Yeah.
I work as a communications practitioner in a financial institution. That's my 9 to 5. But beyond 9 to 5, I volunteer a lot. I'm a social impact maker and a global citizen. I volunteer for local and international NGOs, for example, the European Union Youth Sounding Board in Nigeria, One Champion, Carrington Fellowship, Biggest Foundation for Humanity, amongst others. So yeah, I love to work.
That sounds very good.
Yeah, and I also love to give back to the society. So tell me about you.
My name is Bakiz Adeomi. Particularly, I work 9 to 5. I work as a customer care representative for a commercial site. I am a podcaster. I write, I own a blog, and I'm also an OAP. Basically, writing is actually like a very good thing to me because my blog here, I write about my story, other people's story. And I studied computer science here. I understand, I know. And I'm actually working as an intern, as an OAP in a particular radio station. I don't want to mention it now.
Oh, it's great. You have a radio voice. I'm glad that you're following that path. I used to work in a radio station.
Yeah,
so,
I'm still working.
That's good to know.
Thank you. You said you work for NGOs. I mean, that's really a beautiful thing to do. What does it actually mean to you? Do you feel like you're just doing it because you want to do it, or you are doing it because you actually really want to help people?
That's a tough question, and I would say it's tough because you're talking about humans here, and you're also dealing with humanity as a whole. I wouldn't say that I volunteer because it makes me feel good. Yes, it does make me feel good, but again, the fact that because I am doing something, somebody's able to dream bigger. They are able to become better versions of themselves, and the world is just generally getting better because I'm doing something. So for me, volunteering is life transforming, if I could use that word. For me, volunteering is impactful. Volunteering is soul stirring, and every time I just keep reminding myself that regardless of what I find myself doing, as per 9 to 5, I will always go back. Because if you look at it, there are so many issues impacting our world. And if we do not, as individuals, come up to prefer solutions, because as volunteers, you're preferring solution. You're giving out a lot of your resources. Nobody's paying you to do this thing. But you think about it to say, oh, these people don't have water in their community.
I think they need me.
Exactly. So even if you cannot provide water by, perhaps, giving them money, but you can advocate for them. And because you've said something about them, you've written a story about them, somebody who has the capacity to give them money comes to say, you know what, it is absolutely abnormal that you do not have safe water in this community. So I'm going to give you a borehole, something like that. So when I see that because of me, people are getting better, communities are better transformed, it makes me feel very happy and it makes me feel fulfilled. So volunteering for NGOs is not because it makes me feel good. It does make me feel good, but it goes beyond that. It's about the impact, it's about the stories, and it's about the fact that because of me,
people are feeling good.
Exactly. And because of me, somebody is getting better. It's the only month of Ramadan. So what would you say Ramadan means to you?
For the fact that I am a struggling Muslim, I'm not going to lie, I struggle a lot with my religion. I just say that Ramadan is where I get to bond with my Creator. Apart from the fact that there are some blessings and lots of forgiveness in it, I really want to do more for myself. I mean, I want to say that, okay, I'm able to do this, this and that, and this is what I'm actually able to achieve. One day I was scrolling and I saw a tweet that actually captures my heart, and it goes, do you know why we are happy during Ramadan? Is because we are actually doing what Allah Azza wa Jalla has created us to do. And I felt that in my heart, really, because when it's not Ramadan, people actually feel like, I think I can do this and that. And if you notice really, really well, most people who are actually average or low when it comes to Ramadan, they actually spice up, you know what I'm saying? So they feel like, okay, Ramadan is here, I think it's not safe for me to drink anymore. I think it's not actually safe for me to stop praying. Ramadan is the time where I need to double up. So I feel like that's what it is. What does Ramadan mean to you?
So I'm likely going to be given the same response as you, but of course in a different fashion. Right? So for me, Ramadan is a time to improve on my spirituality. I mean, like you, I'm also a struggling Muslimah, but during that period, I know that this is something that happens once a year, and I want to take advantage of, every minute, every hour, just to ensure that I'm doing something that's going to purify my soul the more. And for me, Ramadan is also about, being very, very generous. I mean, if you give before Ramadan, it's fantastic. But during Ramadan, you need to be generous to a fault. So if you have the means, identify people in your community or your locality who don't necessarily have. So give it to them, and the more you give it to them, the more blessings you get, for yourself and your household. But I mean, I just love the fact that Ramadan is, for me, it's about purification of soul. It's about reflection, because you're asking yourself, how can I become a better Muslim? What am I doing wrong? What do I need to stop doing? And so much more.
How do you break your fast? Because sometimes I heard that when you take cold water first, it's not really good for you, but that's what I do basically. How do you really do yours?
Well, I take water first. But unlike you, I don't do cold water for the most part. Well, I do sometimes, but for the most part, I do every time. No, please don't. I don't know where I read about it, but I heard that it's not very good. So even if you want to take cold water, you perhaps want to take ordinary water first, and then afterwards take cold water.
That's really nice for you, but for me, I'd go with cold water first, because I'm really, really dehydrated. I'm very exhausted.
It's because you're used to taking cold water
every time.
It's a habit. So, and if you want to stop it, you need to try something else. So forget it everyone is dehydrated.
Sure, I'm going to call you.
Just try.
I'm going to call you.
You can call.
I'm going to call you.
It's fine. Just call me.
Yeah.
I'll encourage you.
Thank you.
So now that we've broken our fast, do you break your fast in some special way with your family members, or do you perhaps have a favorite moment that you can remember?
Actually, I don't stay with my parents anymore. I kind of like miss them a little. During Ramadan, I do a lot, especially my mom's food. I do, but my favorite moment with them is always during sahur, when we all like wake up by 3, I guess. We pray, then my dad is on the dining, my mom is in the kitchen, my brothers are doing something, and we all like come to the dining to eat and talk about stuff. And my brother says to my dad what actually scares them. We talk about things a lot and we make fun of each other. Though my dad, he doesn't like to eat during Sahur, but he's always making sure that he's there so we can actually have a conversation flowing. Yeah.
I like that. You know, the togetherness and the bonding just makes it very interesting. Because, you know, those are kind of moments that you think about and you're like, oh, I miss so.
I miss so. Yeah.
All right. So for me, I wouldn't say there is any favorite moment. I think all moments are my favorites if there's anything like that.
Yeah.
But very specifically, I enjoy iftars, you know, the more.
Yeah.
Because my dad is very funny, and my mom, you know, we crack jokes, we talk about things, we eat, we laugh. Sometimes, you know, the TV is on, maybe there's the news, you know, we just talk about it. I mean, basically, I just love that, you know, every moment counts, and, you know, we just try to remind ourselves that we are one big family.
Yeah, sure.
And alhamdulillah, we're happy.
That's nice. It's very good to hear.
My favorite thing is food. So, are you not smelling this?
I'm very serious, sleeping but so good.
I don't know, but I think it's vegetable.
Yeah.
And
like,
rice.
call the local name.
Okay, roll.
You get it?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, you think that's what you have to?
Efariru, yes.
And what?
I don't know.
Try.
I'm thinking, what can Efariru go with? I'm thinking eba or rice.
You can't do about rice. Choose one. Choose your choice.
Rice.
Rice. Okay, so let's see what we have there. Okay.
Yeah.
F4 is correct. And swallow.
I'm coming.
Okay, so
What are you doing?
This looks like poundo.
What's the kind of name for poundo?
Inyo. But it might not be inyo in the real sense, so it might be poundo.
Is there a difference between inyo and poundo?
Well, inyo is pounded. Poundo is turned like amala. Okay. I like the taste.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this?
8.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be very honest. I give it a 7.
Why 7?
I kind of like don't like mignon. Yeah, and that's why I'm giving it.
So what do you like?
The vegetable is 10 on 10. Yeah, I like semo. This is actually very wonderful, and it's really a pleasure to meet you, Rafia.
Same here, Bonky.
Thank you.
I feel like hugging you again but why not?
Come here.
This way. So I want to say thank you and Jazakumullah Khairan to All TV for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Time.
I really had a great time. I'm actually bonding. I actually bonded with a sister that a good thing for me today.
And we're just meeting for the first time.
Yeah.
Aww. So thank you, RTV.
Thank you, RTV, for hosting us. Thank you so much for hosting us.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Allah